Hey there, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Come for the psychology and stay for the science. Now, let's talk about something all of us struggle with. You feel a certain way, but you think that what you're feeling is wrong, so you try to hide it. Have you ever felt this way? Let me know in the comments below if you have. I remember when I was younger, maybe around 12 years old, I used to get really upset at school. And being the overthinker that I am, I would ruminate on those upsetting thoughts long after I got home from school. It wasn't until my mom sat me down and told me that my feelings were valid and that she knew that I was struggling to deal with the situation that I realized that I had been carrying around a heavy backpack of guilt, shame, and sadness for no reason. Now, before we continue, I want you to take some time to acknowledge where you are. Are you sitting comfortably? Did you find a quiet space where you can be vulnerable? Because this video is going to be real raw, just like how you are. So let's dive into this together. Number 1, your emotions are not good or bad. They're just emotions. Think about a time when you were young, maybe around 3 or 4 years old. Do you remember a time when you were really upset about something? Maybe because you didn't get the toy that you wanted at the store. How did your parents react when you cried? Did they tell you that your feelings were bad? Chances are that they probably tried to comfort you and make you feel better by distracting you with a different toy or by telling you that everything was going to be okay. This is how most parents react when their young children express their emotions, because we understand that it is part of their development and that it is a way for them to communicate with us. However, as we get older, many of us start to believe that our emotions are bad and that we should try to hide them instead of expressing them. Why do you think that is? Well, maybe it's because we've been told that certain emotions are bad. Maybe you've been told that it's not okay to cry or that you should never get angry. Or maybe it's because we've internalized the belief that our emotions are a burden to others and that we should just get rid of them instead of dealing with them. But the truth is that our emotions are neither good nor bad. They're just emotions. And it's up to us to decide how to deal with them. Number 2, your emotions are yours and yours alone. Think about a time when you were really upset about something. Maybe because you got in trouble at work or because you lost something really important to you. Did you reach out to your friends or family for support? Did you try to talk to them about how you were feeling? Well, when we go through difficult experiences, it's natural to want to lean on our loved ones for support. After all, they care about us and want to help us through tough times. However, it's important to remember that even though they love us, they don't know what it's like to be in our shoes. They don't know what it's like to experience the world the way that we do. And they don't know all of the thoughts and feelings that are going through our heads. That doesn't mean that they don't care or that they don't want to help. It just means that we need to be careful about what we share with them. Our emotions are ours and ours alone. And that means that we need to be responsible for them. We can and expect our loved ones to understand or to fix our problems if we don't take the time to explain them. And we can't expect them to feel the same way that we do. Just because we're feeling sad doesn't mean that they should feel sad too. In fact, if we try to force them to feel the same way, we're doing them a disservice because we're taking away their ability to experience their own emotions. When we share our emotions with others, we're putting ourselves in a vulnerable position. We're opening ourselves up to the possibility of being judged, ridiculed, or misunderstood. And that can be scary. But if we want to live a life that is full of joy, love, and connection, then we need to be willing to take that risk. The only way for us to connect with others on a deep level is to be vulnerable with them. And the only way for others to connect with us on a deep level is if we're willing to be vulnerable. And number 3, your emotions are not always rational. Think about a time when you were really upset about something, maybe because you thought that someone was judging you. When you're upset, it's easy to start overthinking things. You might start to question yourself and wonder if you did or said something wrong. You might start to feel anxious or paranoid, and before you know it, you're in a full-blown panic attack. Overthinking is a natural response to stress, but it can quickly become a negative habit. It can cause us to feel anxious, depressed, or overwhelmed. And it can keep us from living the life that we want to live. The first step to breaking the overthinking habit is to become aware of it. We need to pay attention to the thoughts that are going through our head and ask ourselves why we're rethinking them. Are these thoughts helpful? Are they accurate? Are they based on facts or just our opinions? Once we become aware of our overthinking, we need to start challenging our thoughts. We need to ask ourselves if there is any evidence to support them, and if there are any other ways of looking at the situation. We also need to be aware of the physical symptoms of overthinking. When we're overthinking, our body goes into fight or flight mode. This means that our heart rate goes up, our breathing becomes shallow, and we start to feel anxious. When we notice these symptoms, we need to take a step back and relax. We can take a few deep breaths, go for a walk, or do anything else that helps us calm down. Breaking the overthinking habit takes time and practice, but it's definitely possible. With awareness, practice, and patience, we can stop overthinking and start living a more peaceful life. Hey, psychgoers, if you enjoyed this video, then check out this video next. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching and take care.